Alright, here we are. Tripod in tow. About to serve a notice of intent to sue the tax collector and his deputy tax collector, Timothy Couette, who had Caveman unlawfully trespassed last time he was here for recording in public in a government public taxpayer funded building, which we have every right to do. So stand by.
That vehicle right there, I believe it is to go out and help the homeless. Sometimes you'll see documents in there within like paperwork that they give them, tell them where to get help and everything.
That's good.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, see that tag there? That's illegal. What's covering up the bottom. And it doesn't even have to be a Florida plate, you know?
Yeah. That's why I have nothing on my tag.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing.
Like that one there is illegal. Like nobody knows this law, you know?
Yeah, it's one of those.
This is where they buy the tags at, so they should be notified here, you know?
Yeah.
Like all it would take is a piece of paper or something up. You know, tag coverings are illegal. There's so many of them.
Yep. I used to have one.
They will fine these people hundreds of dollars, but the county can do it, you know?
Is that your tone for everything, or just your ringer, or what?
Now serving 547 at window 2.
So music is not playing currently.
I need to speak to Timothy Couette, please.
Yes, sir.
Is he in?
I'm going to check for you. And your name, sir?
You can call me Caveman.
You just come over here on this side.
There's Ben again. Our buddy Ben. He doesn't look as interested this time. So this is what the DMV usually looks like, just packed with people getting their money stolen from the government.
Be right with you, okay?
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Do you have, is it just renewing the registrations or?
I have changing my status. They told me that some of my pictures I have to
Oh, yes. Thank you for your service. There you go. Listen to that, okay? Approximately 20 to 30.
Thank you. I'm already gauging, basically. 64.
Now serving D 233.
I don't call him.
Window 15.
Calling them for what?
Now serving D 900.
We're not doing anything illegal.
3 at window 10.
What did she say to you?
He'll be here in a minute.
If that's true. We strive daily to treat you with respect and kindness. However, a customer's use of profanity or threats of any kind will not be tolerated. No problem.
Now serving D 234 at window 6.
If you ride without an endorsement, they could steal your bike from you. How about that?
They still don't have the policy posted anywhere.
What policy?
The recording policy. You know,
Because the reporting policy is bogus. Why do I need an endorsement to ride a 2 or 3-wheeled motorcycle over 50 cc's? You must have an endorsement on your driver's license or a motorcycle only license. Riding without a motorcycle endorsement can cost you. They can steal your bike. You could do 60 days in jail and $500 in fines. How do I get endorsed? Yes, ma'am. You talking about the camera? The camera? Yes, ma'am. Are your cameras running? So we got someone asking if our camera's on. All the footage on these cameras can be requested too, right?
You'll have a hard time getting them. You'd have to go through the court process. They'll find it that hard.
Oh, they'll fight it, huh?
Yeah, they'll
Why,
fight
you've
it.
tried it?
Yes.
Huh.
Not from this specific place, but from another government facility.
Anything here as far as I know, to be able to get, did you need to call somebody?
Ah. You hear that lady say it smells like marijuana? You 60 days in jail for not having an endorsement. I had a motorcycle. I never got the endorsement.
And then are we still at the So with the driving test, customers that reside out of town or need to make an appointment through our website. It's not walk-in county. And you guys,
Hey, my friend, how are you?
Good.
Are you going to be recording for too long?
What's the matter?
It's just that they don't work while you guys are recording, so
Well,
it's
that's,
like I cannot
they can do all the work they want. We're perfectly within our rights, and the reason we're doing
I'm
this.
just asking because I need to get home. I'm not saying you should not be doing or anything. I just said if you have any plans, then I'm going to take lunch and come back later.
We're
It's
asking someone to come help us. I don't know if they're calling the police or what they're doing, but they've made a policy that saying we're not allowed to record, but the court said we are allowed, and they try to trespass him.
but I'm not
You
sure.
understand what I'm
Yeah, they
saying?
know that they told that you guys are allowed to, and there's nothing they can do.
Then
But
why would they
said-
stop working? That doesn't make any
They're
sense.
doing it just to
No,
piss
what,
you off.
exactly,
Yeah.
and to piss you off as well.
Well, they're not
Well,
pissing
it's
us
not
off.
pissing me
But
off.
the problem is, I understand their side as well. At least what she said.
What is their side?
It's like you can be recording and accidentally get some confidential information.
And if we publish it, that's on us.
Yeah, no, I know.
It has nothing to
But
do
I
with
understand
them.
them as well.
They have no
That's what I'm
worries.
saying. And I'm just asking because I don't want to be the whole day here. I can
I
come
don't
back
want-
any other time. If
I
you're going
don't-
to be
I don't wanna
recording
be here
for
either.
a
We're
lot
just-
of time, that's fine.
We're gonna drop off our paperwork and leave. They're the ones taking all their time. They're the ones taking the action against you. It has nothing to do with us. They can keep working, no problem. We're not bothering anybody. We're just standing here peacefully recording.
Okay.
And I apologize if they're doing it to you. It's
Yeah,
not
no, I'm
us.
going home. Yeah.
Okay, sir, I apologize. So they decided to stop working for some reason.
just need to do a driver's license renewal and a truck citizen.
They have no reason not to serve you.
I know, you're done.
Yes.
It wouldn't matter anyway.
To be honest, it's like, it's bullshit from you guys that are doing this and interrupting everybody else just because you want to record this to go on YouTube. I watch a lot of those videos too. And it's bullshit from you guys that are not working.
The whole place is shut down because you're filming.
It's fine.
So can you stop that so we can all get it?
No, they can go back to work. We're not doing anything to anybody.
No, they won't let you guys.
That's their choice. We're not stopping anybody from working.
Who are you with?
I'm an independent journalist, 60 million views.
Okay, they stop them.
We're actually trying to sue them for this. So they're trying to get all you to get mad at us.
Well, can you give me 5 minutes so I can get out here?
You can do whatever you want, sir.
Can you step outside then?
They're not going to start working because we step outside.
See? The rest of everybody.
No, we're not. They're doing it.
What? Just don't.
I'm not stopping anybody.
This doesn't help anybody, man.
I'm not.
Look at you.
See, now they're trying to get the people to turn against us.
Hire a DMV.
No, I'm not. They're doing it. There you go. Tell the truth.
We are here as customers.
We're here as customers also. So are we.
But you are recording them.
So what? That's perfectly legal.
Oh,
Correct.
you just don't let us do what
I'm not doing anything, man, but standing peacefully. I am peacefully standing here. They decided to do this. Your issue is with them.
No,
I haven't done anything.
so we can record you.
Of course you can.
No, I don't think so.
Of course you can. You can record me all day long.
It's a public place, he can. But then it's like, people don't want it. Yeah, but then people don't want them record.
They don't want us to or not. The court said we can do it.
If I take his phone and throw it outside, I'm gonna kick me out.
And you're gonna get arrested, dude.
I'll beat your ass in the motherfucker.
Now you're threatening me.
Give a fuck.
right.
That's a promise. They ain't no threat. It's a promise.
Okay, do what you gotta
I
do.
don't give you the right to record.
Right. Don't give you the right
I don't
recording.
give you the right to record me, okay?
You're in public.
It's my right. It's my right. You don't have any right to
I'm not gonna
record
say
me.
anything else.
I don't give you the right to record me,
Okay.
So put that camera,
Hey, get that camera off.
the other way.
My real shit, get that camera off.
Just stop bothering me, dude.
Turn the
You
camera.
are stop bothering me. I
Turn the
don't
fucking
want you to
camera.
record me. It's my right as a citizen. It's my right. I came as a customer.
Me too.
I didn't come to wait that somebody record me. You don't have the right to record me. Yes, this is a public place and this is a government place. You are a person like me and I don't want you to
You can
record me.
record me too.
No, I don't want you. And you don't have the right
Ma'am,
to
leave me
record
alone.
You leave me alone with that camera. You leave me alone.
Leave me alone.
You leave me alone. You do not record me. You don't have the right to do it. I came here as a customer, okay?
So do we. Don't
But you
talk to me
have
and I
the
won't
right-
record you.
You don't have the right to record me.
Ma'am, you're wrong. I'm sorry.
No, it's my right.
Ma'am, I'm
I
sorry.
don't authorize you. I authorize
Call
you
the police.
to record me.
Call the police.
Okay?
Call the police. Again, I'm standing here peacefully doing my business, trying to serve this notice of intent to sue for this reason, and now the whole place, they've escalated into a problem to stop working. Again, Caveman and I are standing here doing nothing to no one, and they've decided to quit working. They're deciding to do this. Meanwhile, they have no problem with those cameras right there. They're looking for a reason to call the police.
Just drop it and go.
Hmm?
Let me just drop it.
No, I'll see you when he comes out. Is Mr. Tim gonna come out, man?
He was just out. He just went back in.
Oh, he is
here.
gonna come out? Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
serving W 9044 at window 12.
You said he came out and then what?
He came out, he was on the phone, and he just stood around there, kept like hiding from me. As I moved, he moved. Then he walked back in there.
I like it. They try to get the people.
It take like 15 seconds, you know.
Yeah, we literally just need to hand a piece of paper over and we would have left, but they're scared to come out. I'm sorry. That's their choice. We're not doing this.
Is your address still valid? Are we doing anything else? Just the one.
What?
Came back.
Where? It's fine. Who's that? That lady?
Yeah.
God bless you. God bless you. We appreciate what you're doing. It's your right, ma'am. They tried to arrest this guy for recording in public, so we're trying to sue. And then instead of doing it the right way, they want to get all you guys mad at us. We're not doing anything wrong. We're completely just peaceful and wanting to serve some paperwork. This is a game a lot of the government employees like to play.
Is that like an estimation?
Like they can just quit working. That's amazing. They just quit working. We're the ones that pay you. I don't see how you can just quit working. And meanwhile, they have cameras everywhere. That was interesting. We got threatened. We got a lady doesn't know her own rights, doesn't respect the Constitution.
It's obvious what they're trying to do.
So there's another guy recording here. So you see it. They're making all these people wait instead of just coming and grabbing our piece of paper from us, and we'd be right out the door. So they're making everybody wait. They're trying to get everybody mad at us when they're the ones who decided to stop working here. They made this choice. Why don't they get mad about the cameras up on the ceiling? Are those special cameras? Are they invisible?
I don't think they record audio.
So what?
But it doesn't matter.
Now what's he so scared of?
Once the police get here, we'll have their body cams recording, so won't be a need to.
Anything else? Oh yeah, I don't know. And so they're already in. We just can't have any drinks in the lobby. Only reception on the place now. Just take a seat on that side.
Can I go outside?
Oh, yes.
I think I got it.
Okay, you have the title, museum? You said new, right? Or renew? Renew.
It looks like they're serving people down there. And we're not even near any terminals or anything.
I believe they're towing the
Hmm?
I'll tell you.
Fine. Ma'am, is the reason you guys stopped working is because of us? Is there another supervisor we can speak to besides Tim? He doesn't seem to want to come out.
Is there someone that can take a records request for me?
Hi, sir. How are you?
I just want to know what it's about. You want to educate me on something?
Yeah, sure. We have the right to record in this country in public. So, like, especially government, because they can't be trusted. You believe that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they come in here and they say, whatever your name is, we filed this for you already. And you go, no, you didn't. You're lying. Well, this will prevent anyone from lying, right?
But what about the innocent people that got to suffer with?
But I'm not victimizing anybody. They decided to stop working. They're supposed to keep working. The courts have ruled we're allowed to do this. They tried to pass an unlawful policy. He's getting ready to sue him. I wrote up a cease and desist letter. You need to stop kicking journalists out of public places. We're allowed to be.
What about, your grandma or somebody?
What about it?
You know, if you take a glance at their paperwork, you get that.
We would never publish anybody's paperwork because that's illegal.
Yeah.
Okay, we would never do that. We're here.
What if you accidentally capture?
I'll go home, I'll look over it. If anything is there, I'll blur it out or cut it out completely.
So is it a certain time you're gonna believe in? Because you got innocent people. You know, I understand you gotta get your point across.
All we need to do is hand this paperwork over and we would have been gone. They will refuse to take it. It's them. They're doing this. They refuse to take a piece of paper. We would have been out of here before the first person said a word to us. But they're refusing to work.
They're
and
doing
they're
it
refusing.
just to piss you off.
Yeah, they're doing it to make you guys
to
mad
make
at us,
you-
but it's actually their fault.
They don't, you feel me? We understand your rights.
Yes.
It's gonna be here a while, because I've got to disabled.
All we have to
I gotta
do is
get
hand
back
this
to-
piece of paper over and we'll leave.
See, if they're not gonna do it, it's gonna be a while.
You feel me? They get caught up in
Everyone,
your
we're all
rights.
innocent. Government's the problem.
But sometimes you can choose.
So if I come back in a half hour, what's the difference? If I come back tomorrow, what's the
You
difference?
got all these innocent people that's suffering because of you trying to make your point.
Who's making you suffer?
It's really you.
It's not us, sir. But it's not.
But it's, bro, in this world, it's right and wrong.
Right. Well, we're on the side of right. We're standing up for our rights and your
But
rights.
at the same time, you gotta humble yourself when you're trying to.
Well, then how do I get an objective record of the lawsuit?
There's other ways to go around it.
Tell me.
I'm not that person for you. You feel me? That's
This
why
is
you
the
get a
best way.
nonprofit lawyer, or
Oh,
you know
no.
what I'm saying. You
That's-
can't do it the way you're supposed to handle it. But what I'm saying is,
This is the most
if
effective
you're on
way.
the good side, if you're on the good side, you should already know. When you got all of these people, they suffering right now.
Why don't the people
That's like-
tell the
that's
government
like-
to get back to work?
They will.
They
And
won't.
it's
The
not
only
for-
thing that's happening is people are coming up with me.
But look at the thing, it's not in your hands. It's out of your control. You
Right.
feel me?
So it has nothing to do with me.
This has something to do with you. What
It
you're
doesn't.
doing. You feel me? And no matter how you want to justify it, you still doing something wrong right now. You're
If
holding
CNN
up
came
all
in here and
these
started recording, would they stop working?
people. CNN ain't gonna do that because
Of course they can.
They won't. Though.
They will.
No, they won't. You
They
know why?
have.
'Cause this is a small thing in the park. You follow me?
If we make a big deal out of it, we can restore our rights.
When you're here doing it in this way, sometimes, like I said, you gotta humble yourself. You gotta get it away in a different way. Because when you're saying good and bad, you follow me? 'Cause that's all I go by, good or bad.
Ditto.
You got all of these innocent people going
That are
through
being
this.
victimized by the government.
Nah, from your actions, brother.
I'm sorry, sir. I disagree with you. Hey, listen, you want to look me up? That's fine. I can deal with that, but can I tell you something? Just Yeah, look me up, and if you still hate me up, you see. All right, listen. You want to do good, right? Compromise. You want to do good. Can I compromise? What a compromise. 5-10 minutes. See if they take the paper. Fair? Yeah, all right. That's good. I still disagree with you. You want to put a chocolate? Outside of standing in place and doing nothing. It's unusual. There's thousands. Nice to meet you. Let's give him 5-10 minutes and we'll leave. Again, all we want to do is hand in a piece of paper. I know you don't care. Ma'am, I'm not doing anything but peacefully recording. I didn't stop working.
But if you left, they would start working. You're being selfish.
So,
Does everyone here agree he's being selfish that no one
of course
can get their
not.
stuff done?
I hope nobody agrees with that. That's silly.
Yeah, it's not silly. It's the truth.
They chose to stop working. So if they
He
chose
chose
to...
to come in here after I was already here and already had a number. After
May I ask
I-
you- may I ask
No, I don't want to answer any of your questions. I just want you to leave me
If I
alone.
was wearing a red shirt, is that okay for them to
I
stop
really
working?
don't care if you think about
Well,
it.
we don't want logic. I got it. No logic, no logic here.
It's not even about logic. It's about yourself.
I'm selfish because I want my rights to be
You know what?
respected.
Go get an attorney like everyone else.
I am an
does.
attorney.
Are you really? Yeah.
My card,
Yeah, do you have a business card if you're an attorney?
a card.
What's your name? So I can Google
My
it.
name is John Felix.
John Felix.
Correct. Please do.
And this is how you dress as an attorney?
Ma'am, do you know what attorney means?
I do.
What dictionary are you using?
You know what?
That's what I thought.
Don't belittle me.
You're trying to belittle me, ma'am.
You're just not a professional attorney at all.
Oh, okay. I represent myself, no problem.
Yeah.
I do.
And you're getting far.
I am. Again, you know me and you're belittling me.
You know, I see
You have a
what
lot
I
of
see.
opinions lacking logic.
Yeah, I don't want any logic. I just see the truth.
Attorneys can only dress a certain way. You doubt I'm an attorney. Right? I'm unprofessional. Go on. Have I belittled
Attorneys
you?
dress like that? I don't think so.
How should I dress for you to be happy?
To represent someone, you should dress.
I'm representing myself, ma'am.
Dress code.
I'm representing myself.
Oh, for the reason you should dress appropriately.
So in your mind, someone has to dress a certain way to have knowledge.
Especially if you're doing professional business, yes.
Professional how?
Well, you're not being very professional right now.
All I'm doing is
Everybody
documenting.
here.
I'm documenting.
Okay.
Why is that a problem? I know, it's hard. It's hard to use reason and logic,
No, it's just hard to deal with people.
right?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell them to get back to work instead of telling me to stop doing my work?
Why don't you leave so they can get back to work?
No one's stopping them.
Oh my God, you are.
Man, does these cameras bother you?
No, you bother me.
But not the government camera, right?
No, they don't bother me because they're not doing anything wrong. They're trying to do their job.
Am I doing something different than that
You're
camera?
holding up everybody.
No, I'm not, man. I don't work here. I don't work here, man. Use your brain. Yeah, call the cops. That'll help you. File a false report. What are you gonna say? Guys are exercising the rights that the cops swore to uphold? That'll look good on you. I'm shocked that we get this response for exercising your rights. I guess Americans don't know their rights anymore. They don't want to know their rights. You know, when they get caught in a situation and they need an objective record, they're going to say to themselves, I wish I was recording them. That way this government employee can't lie to me. But if you inconvenience them in the end, it's not even us. It's they all decided to quit working. We're just standing here waiting to drop off a piece of paper. It's unbelievable. People are staring us down now.
So I gotta do a simple thing. I gotta get my ID. I don't get it.
So you got to dress a certain way to be an attorney.
Yeah, because I
I thought attorney meant knowledge.
US citizen. Yeah.
Work on everything with the same ones.
Hi, looking forward to I just got an intern for the title on the
The title is it Florida or out of state?
It's a Florida.
When you have the insurance on it?
I have insurance.
Yeah, they'll need to see the insurance card form that are registered.
Okay, the insurance card is for myself.
That's fine. Yeah, that's
Any chance you can know what is the estimated time?
getting close to an hour.
Alright, we got it. Thank you.
Sure, I was just calling.
I don't know, I haven't taken it for this time. I should have been like in and out.
Testing's already done.
You should have been out 30 seconds.
And what was the other item?
I do. Need to register my car, but would let me do it online, so I guess I need to have a new address on my license. Make me pick.
All we're trying to do is drop off a piece of paper. We're going to be gone in 20 minutes.
Yeah. It's it's the same. It's the same.
Okay, but that has your name.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
It's my wife. Our utilities are.
US citizen,
Oh yeah.
They're so scared to take a piece of paper.
bear with me a second, okay? They give him a number.
The lady's still shaking her head over there. What a shame people don't know their rights. There's the cops. All right, I say you just serve them and we go talk to the cops. Or let them come in here.
Whatever you want to do. I don't want to get you trespassed.
You don't want to what?
Get you trespassed.
They can trespass me. So now they got everyone staring at us, trying to get mad at us for what they're doing. Hopefully it's Alex Crawford again.
Tim's out there talking to him.
Oh, is he? All right, let's go. Let's go serve him the paperwork.
Real DMV.
Tim, we came to see you. Why'd you call the police?
Okay, thank you, sir.
Why'd you call the police? I thought I served you the cease and desist letter.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you guys coming today.
And you lied on the police report last time. You gave false information to the police. Why would you do that? Tim, be a man.
I'm having a discussion with the deputy.
That's all right. You have all the discussion you want.
Thanks for coming by.
You are
today,
a
guys.
government employee, right?
I am, yes, sir.
Okay, you work for us?
I'm not going to continue this conversation today.
Okay,
sir.
so why did you lie on the police report last time the police were here and have him unlawfully trespassed? Is there a reason you did that, sir? Tim, is there a reason you unlawfully trespassed him and made a false police report?
Do you need these anymore?
No.
Copies of them?
Yeah, can we take these ones?
Yeah, you can take those. Actually, those are the originals. Let me run you copies.
And I sure hope you didn't put my information on any paperwork.
Name and badge number?
Walk away, coward.
My badge number is
Carter?
Carter Roan. My badge number is 6145. Right? You're gonna have my business card if you would
I
like.
appreciate that. Your
Thanks,
name, ma'am?
Mr. Roan.
Diana Pena, 7246.
And what-
7246?
And what,
7247.
and what is the call about?
So it's regarding the trespassing, right? So they're upset with you guys, I guess, recording inside.
Why would that be?
Listen, I don't know. They just don't want you on the property anymore.
But this
right?
is
So
public property.
I understand that. However, any
not trying to
person
get
can.
closer to
No,
you. I'm
you're,
just trying
you're
to get
good,
off
sir.
the curb so
Like
I don't
any
fall.
person, you guys probably know this, right? Any person can trespass anyone for any reason.
No, that's
right?
wrong, sir. Not on public property. We just went through this. He was trespassed already.
I
The
understand.
trespass was
Appealed it,
rescinded
rescinded.
because you must have some type of infraction.
It was Deputy Crawford.
Correct.
Yep.
Yes,
So
I have the
they're-
notice of rescinding in my pocket.
Listen, they're saying that you guys were disrupting their business.
That's a lie.
Being in there. Listen,
That's a false report.
I'm just telling you what they're telling us.
Well, we're telling you that it's a false report, and we have it on the record here.
So what is your purpose at the business?
We tried to
came
drop
to
off
serve.
that paperwork, and
That's
he
all I did.
refused to come out. They
If he'd
completely
just took
stopped
the
work.
papers, we'd have left already.
Yeah, we would have been gone within 30 seconds. Instead of taking this piece of paper like you just did, he told all the customers that are in here, we're going to stop working because those guys are standing quietly recording. We are perfectly within our right to do so. We've already served them a cease and desist. In order to trespass someone off public property, some type of law must be broken. That is 100% true. We know that
So,
for
listen.
Smith versus Cummings,
Listen.
Fordyce versus Seattle. Please
Listen
look
to
up
what
the
I'm
case
saying,
law.
okay? Listen to what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
He's saying that you guys were disrupting his business.
That's a lie.
He wants you guys trespassing.
Okay, that's
You
a
guys
false
were
report.
trespassing, okay? You gave him the paperwork you wanted to give him.
That's a false
Okay.
report, though.
You guys
What can
need
we do about the
anything
false
else?
report?
Right. So he's not alleging a crime, right? Disrupting a business right now. He's not. reporting
So
a
then he has
crime.
nothing to trespass us over if he's not alleging
If
a
he doesn't
crime.
want you on, he's an authorized party. If he doesn't want you on this property, he can trespass you.
But he has to
be
have a legal
procedures
reason.
In order
You
to
have
do
to
that.
have a legal reason.
Officer Crawford didn't know.
Officer
the law
Crawford,
or the
that's why the
procedures,
trespass
and
was
I don't think
rescinded.
You do either.
You guys are more than welcome to go fight the trespass again. But I'm telling you, you're going to be trespassing.
So are you
For what crime?
trespassing us? Is that what you're
Yes,
saying?
sir.
For what crime?
For no crime, for disrupting his business.
Sir, this is not private property. You understand that,
I
right?
understand that. This is public property.
And in order to be trespassed from public, you must commit some type of crime. You can't just on a whim because John's wearing red shorts. Because John's holding a camera.
If he doesn't want you at his business, you guys.
It's not his business, sir. It's our
He's
business.
an authorized party over the business.
He still has to follow the law,
Have
and
you
so do
read-
you.
Have you read the county ordinance for trespass warnings from public property?
I have.
You
Yes,
have?
and I've read the state statute. Okay.
So you know there must be something illegal happen first.
So, do you guys have any other business that you guys?
Yes, I was going to turn in my power of attorney for my mother. I was going to get a records request, but they refused to speak to us.
Okay.
Instead, they stopped working, denied service to everybody in there, and tried to get them to gang up on us, which is exactly what they did, and filed a false police report with you. We're not disrupting anything. We're standing there quietly, just like this. There's nothing illegal about it, and you cannot give a legitimate trespass over that reason. You're very wrong in the law.
Okay. Well, you guys are more than welcome to go fight it like you did previously.
He's already won.
I'm telling you, as of right now, you are being trespassed. They're asking you to
For
leave,
what crime?
Right. So if you guys have business that you need
Are
to
you going to
conduct,
write that in writing?
Yeah, let's have it in writing, and please write the law we broke on there.
again, you have my business card, right? If you
I don't
guys
need
No,
need
no, no.
a business,
In
We
order
need the
to
trespass
us,
warning.
You have to give us a trespass warning.
I'm verbally giving you your warning.
Okay.
Sure, you need to use the form.
And you need to write the infraction we committed on there.
The form.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yep.
And you need to write
So
the
you don't
infraction
know the law.
on there and the reason why we're being
You
trespassed.
don't know the ordinance or the law.
I'm taking an order from the supervisor.
Yeah, but you lied to me. You told me that you knew the
No,
law.
I can verbally give you a trespass warning, but
Okay,
if
you
you would
can?
like a piece of paper to show that you're trespassing, I'm more than welcome to give it to
Pull a
you.
case number. Do that out.
And just make sure you write the infraction of we committed to be trespassed from
They
public.
want you. We don't know what the reason is. We
You have to have a legal
tell you how to
reason.
do your job.
You have to have a
take
legal
that up
reason.
with the appeal process.
Okay, we're putting you on notice. You have to have a legal
Okay.
reason.
Your name and badge number?
Sergeant Shuck, 2904.
So now I have to appeal a trespass? You guys won't
Yeah.
you guys won't read the law, right?
We'll give you the appeal process.
Why not just follow the law?
Okay.
Oh, you don't want to follow the law?
In the next lawsuit.
That's fine, sir. Thank you.
See, they don't care if you sue them. They don't care to read the law. We do our research before we come out here, guys.
Okay.
Okay, what? Why can't you follow the law?
Follow what law?
In order to be trespassed from public, a place we're allowed to be, we have to be committing some type of infraction or crime. Standing in place quietly exercising your rights is not a crime, and we have every right to do it Smith versus Cumming, Fordyce versus Seattle.
They want you trespass.
That's not enough, sir.
Right.
That's when your job kicks in and say, for what reason?
And we're gonna go in and talk with them.
Okay, it has to be something that we did that's illegal. You understand that, right? Unless you put a reason, the legal reason we're being trespassed, I'm not going to accept that from you.
That's okay.
Make sure the legal reason we're being trespassed is on there. What crime we've committed to be trespassed from a place we have every right to be. Come on, guys. You're supposed to be protecting us, not violating us. We've already served him a cease and desist. He just served him a notice of intent to sue. We depend on you guys to follow the law and protect our rights. And you're doing the exact opposite right
You guys
now.
have your driver's license on you?
I do not.
You mind giving her your name and date of birth?
No,
Okay,
thank
that's
you.
fine, I'll find it.
Okay. Sorry, sir. I apologize. So are you going to ignore everything we said and just keep going on with this?
Yeah, looks like that's what I'm doing.
Okay, so you're ignoring the law. You're ignoring the notice I've put you on to follow the law. You've said now you don't know the actual law, and you're going to trespass us simply because a gentleman doesn't want us in a public place that we pay for. Is that correct, sir?
I'm sorry, I was talking to this deputy. What was your question?
You're trespassing us without any crime being committed from a public place we have every right to be. You're not upholding our First Amendment right to record in public plus the case law that goes with it.
So
you're not following...
the business is why
This is not a business, sir. This is a publicly funded, taxpayer-funded public property. We are not on private property where they can trespass you on a whim. If this was McDonald's, they could say, we don't want them here anymore, period. In a public place, some type of infraction has to take place. You should know this as an officer. And if you keep going forward with this, you're in violation of the law. Is there a supervisor?
I am the supervisor. They requested they could be trespassed.
Requested.
They're going to have to fill this out.
Requested.
They're going to have to sign this, so we're done.
Okay, so it's a request.
So you could go in there when you're not videotaping, from what I understand.
We can go in there and videotape.
Okay.
I wasn't videotaping.
Yeah, and he wasn't videotaping.
I don't know what you were doing. He's going to get that part of the story,
Okay. And you're going to make sure it's not a false report and everything's accurate, right? Before you leave? Or are you going to take a false report like you did last time?
Who did last
Alex
time?
Crawford and
Okay.
Schrock, Deputy Schrock.
Okay.
And they lost.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, we don't want to do that
Okay,
again.
That's why we're doing
We
the
just
form
want you to
this time.
follow the law.
Okay, the form this time explains
The
everything.
form needs
you.
to have the
Okay?
crime we committed on there. You understand that, right? Do you understand that, Supervisor? Do you understand that? That there has to be a law that we've broken?
Now serving W.
Man, there's some bunch of cowards right here. Can we also file a charge against him for making a false police report?
Okay, so
Not this time, but the last time.
He's not reporting a crime.
The last time he did.
Report a crime last time?
Last time he said he was being trespassed for violating federal law. And then on the body cam he goes, I didn't tell him that, but all we did was copy and paste his policy. He completely filed false information for your guys' police report.
So
So we'd like to... It was that same guy. It was Alex Crawford was the deputy.
Alex Crawford is a female.
So?
Well, I want to make sure we're talking about the same deputy.
Yeah, that's her.
Okay. So give me a few minutes. Let me fill this out. I'll look up the report from last time.
Okay.
I can read the report and
Okay.
understand what's going on, and then I'll talk to you about it.
But
okay?
you understand, we're telling you right now, factually, on video, we have everything.
Okay.
He filed a false police report against you guys. He told one story inside and told him another story outside.
Okay.
You guys are supposed to be protecting us.
I understand.
All we're doing is peacefully exercising our rights in public that you swore to protect.
Okay. However,
Please don't do the opposite.
He doesn't want you in the business.
It doesn't matter if he wants us there or not.
Just give me a few minutes.
What
I'll
if?
look up the report.
So if you don't want me there because I'm black, that's okay?
So listen, if he wants you trespass, he wants you trespass.
If I'm wearing a cross, can he trespass me for that?
So, listen, if he wants you trespass, he can trespass.
That's
If he doesn't
not the
want
law,
you in
sir.
his
I'm
business.
with all
I'm
due
not
respect.
saying that I'm going to do a trespass because it's someone's skin color or because they're wearing a
So
cross.
what's the reason
However,
then?
He's claiming that you're disturbing the business.
So he's making another false
And
report.
I'm willing to bet if I go in there and talk to other employees, they're going to
Here's
say
the,
the same.
Mr. Schrock, please come up if you would. This is the person he filed the false police report with. He brought him inside the building. You're not listening to me. When you were talking to Mr. Couette inside, he told you he copied and pasted the policy from Manatee County. Do you remember that? And then when he was giving his report to Alex Crawford, he said that he's trespassing him for violating federal law. You see that he was messing with your investigation and filing a false police report? We'd like him charged for that. He lied straight to your face.
Who you want charged for that?
Tim Couette, the guy who made a false report with you, on your body cam. Okay?
You have seen the video, right?
No.
Okay.
You haven't seen your body cam video where you went inside here and he goes, come on in, you're one of the good guys? You're not one of them pesky taxpayers?
No, I haven't gone back and watched it.
Okay, well, he said something to you. He said, we copied and pasted this off a website and it took effect today because they had a guy just like him exercising his rights in Manatee. And then when he was out here talking to Alex Crawford, your partner that day, he told her he was trespassing him for breaking federal law.
And he told them that the policy was written, he had the policy written by attorneys, which was a lie.
And he's lying through his teeth. He made a false report to you and Alex Crawford. And he's making you guys look bad. He's telling
I'm going
you
to write a complaint or file a complaint on you when I leave here. And I may come back and file a lawsuit.
Guys, stop. Just follow the law. Please look up the law between public and private businesses. In public, where we have a right to be, we have a right to record, whether they like it or not. This is not a private business. Tim Couette does not own this building. He is our elected official. So every right I have to be in there, a press person could be in there. Smith versus Cumming, Fordyce versus Seattle, the First Amendment, the Bill of Rights. Come on, guys. You swore an oath to protect this stuff. Honestly, what are we doing other than peacefully exercising our rights in there? We haven't even raised our voice.
Just talking to me, so.
Okay, all we did was stand there and try to hand over a piece of paper to Tim. He refused to come on and accept the paper, and he called the cops instead. He's doing it again. He's going to make you look bad again. Okay, he filed a false police report with you. You understand that? I want him charged for that. Because if I would have filed a police report that was fake and used deceptive information on one camera and then go inside and tell you a whole different story, he's filing a false police report. He's lying to you. You going to let him get away with that? Or are you going to trespass the guys exercising their rights?
I mean, I'm just here.
You're just here what?
I'm not here trespassing.
Okay, I'm reporting a crime to you. Are you going to do anything about it?
So you were over here talking to my partner.
I'm reporting a crime to you. You were involved in.
So look, right? You already talked to my
Forget
partner.
this. I'm talking about the situation where you were involved.
You reported something.
I'm talking about the situation where you specifically were involved. That situation. He filed a false police report. I want him charged for it. You were there. Not only were you a witness, you recorded it all. And he lied straight to your face and your partner's face about what was going on. We're not disrupting anybody. We're standing still. They decided to stop working, and then the customers blamed us for them not working. That's called the heckler's veto. It's not lawful. It's not legal. They have no reason to stop working. All we tried to do was hand in a piece of paper. It would have took less than a minute, but they decided to waste all these resources, file another false police report, and bring you guys out here.
I would like to go see
I'm notifying you
where
of this
the
crime.
policy is posted.
Are you going to do anything about the crime?
That's the federal code?
I don't know what that. It's posted
Well,
right
let's go
there.
look at it.
Yeah, that's correct, sir. So I'm reporting a crime to you. Okay? I'm reporting a crime to you. Are you going to do anything about it?
I'm not
Argue with them.
Because that's federal
Why not?
USC code.
I'm going to take a photograph of it with my cell
Okay.
phone and update.
Well, that's USC code that doesn't apply to us. That applies to the driver's license.
So are you going to investigate the false police report that Timothy Couette gave to you?
That applies to them.
You already asked me. I told you I'm not going to investigate a false police report.
Why wouldn't you investigate the crime? For what reason would you not investigate him committing a crime?
So you're saying that what he said was false?
Filing a false police report is a crime. Are you going to investigate that crime? You were part of it. You weren't part of the crime. You recorded him committing the crime right on your body camera. We all saw it. Thousands of people have seen it. Now I'm asking you if you're going to charge him for committing that crime.
No, I'm not.
Why is that?
I'm not going to investigate. You already talked to my partner. This stuff has been said. You already talked
No,
to
sir. I have not talked to them about what I'm talking to you about. You were here a few weeks ago trespassing this gentleman. Tim Couette filed a false police report with you guys on camera. That is a crime. Are you going to investigate that crime?
So it wasn't a police report. It was only a trespassing. And no report is.
And the information he gave you was false. Do you understand?
Was it investigation? An investigation?
It's an investigation
into trespass. And he lied. He lied to you during the investigation. If you let him go, it's going to show bias. You're kicking us out, but you're letting him commit crimes right in front of you, right on your camera. You're going to let that go?
So I can investigate him for a false police report for a trespass.
Of course you can. It's a police investigation. He lied during a police investigation.
All these people out here can trespass someone for anything.
No, that's wrong. You guys are wrong.
Y'all don't understand.
I'm sorry. There's a difference between public and private property. And even if he could trespass us, he still can't give you false information during a police investigation. So you're not worried about him committing crimes. You're worried about us exercising our rights inside a place we pay for. Is that what I'm understanding with you, Mr. Schrock?
So, look.
Your body cams are still
Please don't deflect. Just answer me directly. Are you worried about the crime he committed? Or are you more worried about us exercising our rights?
I'm not investigating a false police report for a trespassing, okay?
Why is that?
I'm not going to.
It's still a crime. You understand that it's a crime, right? So you're not going to investigate the crime I'm reporting to you. Is that right?
Investigate a trespass.
Well, let him answer. You're not going to investigate the crime I'm reporting to you. Ma'am, will you investigate the crime I'm reporting?
So I was not here. I have to
It doesn't matter if you're here. You can still investigate crimes you're not here for. It's all on body cam.
Figure out what's going on first. Only one thing at a time, okay? Obviously, that's
No, man, we can do more than one thing at a time.
And then we'll get into something else, okay? Because we're not going to start
Yeah,
investigating.
but the thing is, you're going to tell us to leave, and then you're just going to blow us off. I'm reporting a crime to you. Will you investigate the crime I'm reporting to you?
Let us figure this out.
So no, I'm going to take that as a no. Is that a no?
I never said yes or no. Let us do one thing at a time.
After you're done with this, will you investigate the crime I'm reporting to you?
One thing at a time.
They won't answer now. Okay, I get it. You're more worried about people recording in public in the buildings they pay for.
So if the employee or manager of oversight responsibility for public property, that's going to be them.
Make sure you put the crime we committed on there.
It's not a crime. It's a violation of their policy.
Policy. There you go. That's
Oh, your
part of-
policy
Yeah,
enforcement?
and is there policy posted in there?
Yeah, it's not. It's not posted. It's not even lawful.
Posted on their website and on the door.
No, it's not, sir.
Okay, we're not going to argue with this.
It's not an argument.
Videotape all you want out here.
Well, we're going
Don't
to.
get all irate with us now.
Calm down.
I'm not getting irate with you, Mr. Huffman. You know that.
And I just reported a crime to these two deputies here, and they're completely saying they're not going to investigate the crime. Is there a reason for that?
What did you report?
That Mr. Couette gave you deceptive information during a police investigation.
All right.
He filed a false police
That's something
report.
for you to bring up during this appeal process.
No, it has nothing
Okay?
to do with this.
Okay? 'Cause
This is a
there's people
separate
in there
crime.
that are saying you disrupted their whole business day because they couldn't do business when you were videotaping it.
They could do business. The government employees stopped working, and that has nothing to do with us.
All right. Well, you're disrupting it.
That's a lie.
All right.
Now you're lying on the record.
Okay, I'm lying.
You are.
Okay.
How did we disrupt, sir?
All right.
So how did we disrupt?
That's what they told me.
So
They
you're
could not
going on a
conduct
false
business
claim.
when you were in there.
Why is that?
I'm not going to argue with you because you're videotaping.
And what's that have to do with
Okay,
anything?
so
So
we're videotaping,
exercising our
aren't you?
rights makes them stop
Aren't
working?
you videotaping?
Are you videotaping? Are you guys recording?
Is your
Of
body
course we
camera
are.
activated?
We
sir?
all are.
Did you record in there?
Yep.
Did they stop working because you were recording? Or are you guys sovereign from the law? Are you guys sovereign citizens? Are you sovereign citizens, sir? Every time you try to talk to this guy, he walks away. So, again, the apples don't fall far from the tree, as you can see. They won't investigate a crime I'm reporting to them. These guys just keep going forth with the illegal trespass that we're going to get rescinded, and we'll be back again. How many more visits are you going to take up here before you guys use and learn the law?
A lot of people asking how old you are, Scott. You mind telling me? They think you're like 16. You just got out of 8th grade or something.
I'll let that be a secret.
He's probably like 21. This guy, are you related to him?
We get that a lot.
You look a lot alike.
About the same size.
Hey man, I don't have ill will towards you, but when you guys come here, take false reports, and then remove us from property we have every right to be on, you become the enemy, man. This is why there's such a big gap between police and people. All we're doing is exercising our rights you swore to protect. And now you're not protecting them. Is there a reason you won't protect our rights?
No.
Just for informational purposes, guys, a private business can say, we don't want him here, end of story. They don't have to give a reason. A public, taxpayer-funded building that the public has access to, the journalists and press also have access to it. And that sole reason of recording cannot be a reason for them to stop working and remove us from the property. There has to be some type of crime committed. That's why his trespass was rescinded, because if we try to take this to hearing, there's nothing. You have nothing. We're allowed to be here. We're allowed to record here. The courts have already ruled.
So where, just for my knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Where is that in the statute?
In which statute?
You'll find out when you get my complaint.
That's fine.
Because
I'll
part
also
of my
tell.
demands
I'll also
is
tell
that
you.
all of you are educated on the policy or the procedures of the trespass warning from public property. That's part of my demands of my complaint.
If they had a policy that said you
I
can
want
kill
you
your
to be
baby in here, if they had a policy saying you can kill your baby in here, can they kill their baby lawfully? Of course not. Policy doesn't mean anything. The courts have ruled. Smith v. Cummings, Fordyce v. Seattle. The First Amendment in and of itself. We have the right to free press. And that's in public places. The only thing you can restrict is a time, manner. So we can't come here when it's closed. But when it's open, and it's open to the public, we can peacefully stand there and record. If they decide to stop working, it's them causing the problem. They cause a disruption. All we want to do is hand over a piece of paper, just like we did to the guy out here. He would have took it, and we would have left. Instead, he decided to bring a bunch of guys with guns here. And they know that you don't know the law. We know he used to work with you guys. He was name dropping constantly. And if you want confirmation, Lieutenant Colehorn, you ever heard of him?
Colehorn works for us?
Yeah.
Maybe he's on the west side.
Well, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Colehorn. The same incident happened over at in Pasco County, a different DMV. They had the same sign and everything. And the police came, Lieutenant Colehorn, and said, they're perfectly within their rights to record in public and you cannot trespass them for that. You guys, please look up these laws. We're just Joe Blows, and we look them up before we come here. We know what we're doing is lawful. What you're doing right now, accepting false reports and not going by the actual law, is you're doing something wrong, brother.
And we're the type of people that will hold you accountable.
We will keep coming and keep coming. You're literally going to have to kill us to stop us from conducting our rights in public. We have the right to do this, man. Did you swear to uphold the Constitution? Well, free press is part of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like you said, there's limitations.
Limitations are you can't cause a disturbance, which we weren't. If I'm standing somewhere like this, what disturbance am I causing? Right, nothing.
I mean, granted, I wasn't in there to see if there was anything. I'm just getting your side.
We post everything.
Yeah, well, I would see after the fact. But.
That's fine. That's how we know what he said to you inside.
I actually have Dade City's policy and procedures for our officers posted on my YouTube channel, and they clearly have on there that you're allowed to film and record in public places, lobbies, hallways,
corridors,
like that, you know.
outside of some law being broken.
We want you all to be educated too, because we don't want you attacking people and taking them to jail for conducting perfectly fine activity, you know, that isn't a violation of the law.
This is how the call should go. There's guys in here recording. Are they yelling, screaming? No. What are they doing? They're just standing there recording. They're allowed to do that. We're not going to send cops out there for that. It's perfectly within their rights. That's how it should go.
I mean, we get calls to all kinds of stuff.
I get it, but at some point you got to say, okay, we're not going to waste the taxpayers' money for somebody exercising their rights. You feel me? You understand?
I get where you're coming from.
I sure hope so, bro. You swore to protect us, man. And you're not doing that. You're violating us.
And I know you know who I am now, but you don't know my YouTube channel?
I haven't looked at it now.
You know it though, right? They told you my channel?
Cam something.
Cammed Up Caveman? Okay. Yeah, it's on there. You'll see how Timothy lied to you.
He lied straight to your face, bro.
They're in the car.
Oh, okay.
I didn't wear a camera in here. I just picked.
So he's being trespassed for not. He's not even recording, and he's being trespassed.
Recorded, and they're trespassing me. Okay. Y'all don't know what you're doing, you know. And I will be filing another lawsuit.
Okay.
And we're not here to scare you or nothing, dude. We just want our rights respected.
Yep.
I got you.
Is that too much to ask? All right, my man.
You know, y'all threaten to take my freedom and my money. You know, I'm gonna hold you accountable. You know.
And I'm reporting a crime to you, and you don't seem to care because it's a government employee. Why is it you won't investigate the crime?
Well, we're trying to talk in circles here. You already asked me about this.
And you said you won't, but you never told me why you want to investigate the crime.
So,
Good luck.
it was only a trespassing, and there's no report taken for it.
Were you not investigating trespass? Did you use the information he gave you to enact that trespass?
So, like I was saying, places can say, we just don't want this guy here, and then we trespass.
Private places can say that, not taxpayer-funded places. Is that where we're having a hang-up?
And that's where we're looking at the statute.
Right.
If I can see that and see where it says that.
You've had plenty of time to look it up, my man.
Well, I've been talking to you this whole time.
I don't mean right now. What about in general? You don't have time to look up the laws you enforce? That would be like a chef not knowing his recipes. You order lobster and you get a grilled cheese. That's what we get with the police nowadays. I ordered lobster and you're bringing me grilled cheese. If you don't know the laws you enforce, how can you write on a piece of paper and swear and affirm that this person's going to be removed from this property even though you don't know the law? Where are you going? Are we on the same page? So it seems like the hang-up is that you guys believe any place, whether it's taxpayer funded or not, on a whim can say we want them gone, and you can trespass them. Am I understanding that correctly?
That's what I understand. So I don't deal with public places, the tax office.
Okay.
You know, at the end of the day, it all comes down to their policies. Obviously, we don't have their policies written down. We don't review them every day.
Their policies say you can't record in there.
So like I'm saying, we don't have their policies. We don't review them every day. We don't know exactly what it says. Right now, my supervisor, I'm pretty sure he was handling that the policies and he's reviewing that information.
I'm sorry, hold on. I'm sorry.
He said right now he's reviewing the information with the other deputies. But, unfortunately, I know you're coming at us with all this, but technically me and him are just here as backup. The other two deputies.
But he was here when the crime was committed.
I understand he was here last time. But right now, the other two deputies are looking into today's incident. When it comes into the prior incident, there was Deputy Crawford who was out there who took the
He was also here.
He was backup.
And he recorded the Tim filing false information with him. He said he was being trespassed for federal law. And then on the inside, he said, no, we just copied and pasted this off their website because they had another guy who thought he had the right to record in public. If their policy said no black people, are you going to enforce that?
Everybody can make your policies. Obviously, every establishment,
Ma'am,
it all comes down to it.
you know for a fact they can't have a policy that says no black people.
That's a little racist.
There's nothing different about what we're doing. As a matter of fact, our rights are enshrined in the First Amendment. We are free press. The press is supposed to be the fourth arm of government, because how would anybody know what's going on if we didn't have a free media? So when the internet came around and we have capabilities now to create objective records and show you guys and show them the law is XYZ, please follow the law. But you guys just refuse to follow the law. I don't understand why. Or you refuse to even read the law. If I give you 5 minutes, will you look up the difference between public and private?
Do you have the statute on hand?
Offhand, you mean? Smith v. Cumming.
That's case law.
Case law is law. Fordyce versus Seattle. The First Amendment.
Well, you said it reads the stuff in the statute as well.
What statute, sir?
That's what I'm asking you. And
The
you
Florida
said- you said
Constitution.
that it was going to be in his complaint.
Right. Florida Constitution gives us the right to free press. That means anywhere the public is allowed to go, the press is allowed to go and record. And then backed up by that is Smith v. Cummings. Government employees are allowed to be recorded in the course of their duties. That's why we can record you. And a lot of cops don't like it either. Am I wrong? You know that.
Some, not any of us. I mean, you're
Right.
recording and-
Generally speaking, if you look on the internet, cops can't stand for them to be recorded for whatever reason. I don't know if they're up to no good, but that's what it seems like to me, that if they have to change their behavior when a camera's running, that means when the camera's not running, they behave differently, which shows ill intent. So, First Amendment, Florida Constitution. First Amendment, the federal Constitution. Smith v. Cumming, Fordyce versus Seattle, and many, many more. We have the right to record in public, especially in taxpayer-funded buildings, unless we're committing some type of crime. If I'm being profane, if I'm screaming to where they can't do their job. But just standing here like this with a camera on a tripod is perfectly peaceful and it's perfectly within my rights. They simply don't like it, so they call guys with guns here to remove us from the property unlawfully. You guys should have to educate them. They're allowed to record in public. And please have a meeting or whatever you have to do, because we're going to keep coming back. How much taxpayer money are you willing to waste on this? The taxpayer shouldn't have to pay for ignorance. You guys, after the first time you didn't look it up, now you're just being ignorant. On purpose. Are you going to look up the things I said? Federal Constitution, Florida Constitution, Smith v. Cummings, Fordyce versus Seattle. We are allowed to record.
What's the last one?
Fordyce versus Seattle.
Fordyce versus Seattle.
Yeah, I usually have hard copies. I'd be glad to give it to you, but it's a simple Google search. Anybody, if I can look up the law, you can look up the law, man. Come on. You have the whole world in your hand nowadays.
And I 100% agree. When it comes down to recording in a public place, obviously you can record in a public place. It's only with sense of privacy and somebody feels that they should have. That's what recording's not allowed. Inside somebody's home.
Well, there's no perception of privacy in public.
But like, I'm telling you, you're not recording whenever somebody has that sense of privacy, which means like inside their home, etc. Like,
You can record inside somebody's home from a public area.
It's like I'm getting there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Inside, sense of privacy inside their room. You cannot go inside the house and start recording.
Correct.
Inside the house. So I understand what you're saying. You can record in the public area, but like I'm saying,
That's all we did.
What policies they have, I don't know. I have not read.
But you're not policy enforcement.
I understand my policy.
So why not just follow the law? Because if you were following the law, you would simply tell Mr. Couette, sir, with all due respect, it's their right under the law to record in public. There's no reason for you to call it a disturbance. There's no reason for your employees to stop working. And what they do that for a reason. We see this all over the country. They try to get everyone to get mad at us, and I had several people threaten me in there. They were going to kick my ass, steal my camera, throw it out the door, because the employees stopped working. We didn't make them stop working. There's cameras everywhere. Are they allowed to record in there? You understand?
I understand you. I do.
Okay, it makes perfect sense.
But like I said,
You're not policy enforcement. So don't enforce their policy. Go by the law.
we'll just wait for the supervisor to come back and he'll answer all the questions when it comes down.
All right, man. I also reported a crime to you guys. Are you going to do anything about it?
So like we told you, one thing at a time.
You're going to wait till they force me off the property, and then you're going to ignore me is what I'm thinking.
So we're going to wait for them to come back with a decision, and then we'll get to it.
If they force me off the property, you're still going to take my report of a crime? Okay, I can't get any solid answers now. Will you guys look that stuff up if I walk off? Not right this second. Like at your home, you're taking a dump, pick up your phone. Let's see what this ass is talking about. Is he right? Is he wrong? Well, there's nothing wrong with that, is there?
Nothing wrong with checking it out.
Okay, guys. All I'm asking you is to follow the law in your oath. You swore to protect us. You're not protecting us right now. You're protecting government. You're supposed to protect us from the government. Instead, you're protecting the government from us doing nothing wrong. We're literally doing nothing. We tried to hand in a piece of paper. The guy refused to take the piece of paper because he's scared, because he knows he's on camera now, filing false police reports and false trespasses. A notice of intent to sue for this stuff. He's not allowed to do this. You guys aren't allowed to do this. And if we sue you, I understand it doesn't come out of your pocket, but again, the taxpayers have to foot the bill for your guys' mistake because you served a grilled cheese instead of the lobster I ordered. All you got to do is follow your recipe book. I'm a restaurant owner. If I don't make the food good, they stop coming. If you guys don't follow the law, and nothing happens to you because you have qualified immunity. So you have no incentive to learn the law. But as a human, as a good person, you should know the laws you're enforcing, especially 901.151, the ID law. Because you guys like to ask everybody for ID. And sometimes they'll say no, and most cops will be like, all right. But some cops will be like, give me ID or I'm going to lock you up right now. That's when you go too far. Now he's threatening violence against you because you're exercising your right to privacy under the 4th Amendment.
That's kind of generalizing. Not all are like that.
I didn't say all. I said most cops. They're like, okay. But you have those cops out there that are willing to bash your head in because you don't want to give them ID when you don't have to. That's 901.151. The only time you can force an ID from somebody is if they have, are, or about to commit a crime. Outside of that, you cannot force anyone to ID. That's 901.151. That's the law you guys use the most in your job. Am I wrong?
Asking people for IDs. Ask for IDs a lot, but
You use that the most. That's the law you guys use the most. And the majority of you can't cite it. And the majority don't understand when you can compel someone to give up their right to privacy. I'm going to go over record them, guys. Thank you for listening to me. Thanks for not being dicks about it.
No problem. You
Please look up what I'm saying. I'm not a bad guy. I'm not here to cause
I'm not
problems.
saying you're a bad guy. Obviously, you're not disrespectful to us. We're not being disrespectful.
Exactly.
You understand that?
And I'm really having to calm myself down because I used to be a hot-headed. And I used to get so offended when you guys wouldn't just follow the law like today. But I'm trying to reason with you guys. I'm trying to bridge that gap between the cops because you guys are not liked right now. You get it, that, right? Bad cops make good cops' lives unsafe. Bad cops get good cops killed.
Trust me, we all know that.
Okay, but the problem is the cops don't arrest the bad cops, and you gotta turn a blind eye because you're on that blue line. There should be an anonymous way other cops can report other cops without you getting in trouble for it. I understand the culture you guys are going through. I've been studying this for 20 years. This is what I do. Before the internet came out, I used to have a little 8mm camera I'd go to the IRS offices and stuff with. I'm gonna leave you alone. You guys have been respectful. Please look up the law on false reporting, the ID law, and especially the right to record in public. Is that fair?
That's fair.
Appreciate you guys. Have a good day. How you guys doing? I guess they're giving Caveman a trespass now.
Can you answer me a question? If someone lied during this investigation, is that a crime?
So what are they doing? They're still going through with it?
Yeah.
What crime are they putting on there?
I don't know. He just
Policy, told you
He
already.
just looked up the.
Your policy enforcement?
Policy.
Are you policy enforcement?
If you guys don't mind, we're gonna walk up.
And you
we're gonna finish
understand
the
that I
conversation
wasn't
at the front of
recording
the
in there,
business.
correct? You
They say you
understand-
were.
You didn't.
So
see
they're
that
lying.
camera until I
So
came
during
outside,
this
correct?
So they're
during
lying.
the appeal process, you have every opportunity to go up there and say that. Okay?
But I'm
So
asking you right now.
You understand that he's lying to you?
All right, we're gonna speak at the front of the business if you don't mind.
Who is?
Me, you two, and Tim. We're gonna have a conversation.
Let's, please.
Okay.
Thank you for that. Sir, please just follow the law. Their policy is not lawful. Okay? You're not policy enforcement, and you need to train your deputies on what the difference between public and private is. This is a taxpayer-funded building. We have every right to be here. Are we allowed to be here without a camera? Sir? Can we be here without a camera? Why do you go blank like that? Are you okay? Do you need medical?
What we were talking previously.
That's where
What's
you want
wrong?
me to go?
If you don't mind, yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Where's he asking us to go?
Right here.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go grab Tim and I'll bring him out so we can talk, okay?
I appreciate that. These guys were being cool this time, man.
How long have you been off?
So I guess they're gonna bring Tim out and we're gonna have a conversation.
Now serving
So Tim decided to have everybody stop working, get everybody mad at us instead of just following the law.
Okay. You want to stand over here?
now serving
I just want to put you on notice real quick.
Mr. Huffman, we are trespassing you today
For what crime?
tortious interference in a business practice,
Torturous interference?
and we appreciate.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Is there anything else you need from me?
Nope, you're good.
Very
I didn't.
good.
What did he say?
Thank you, John.
You do
I
know
didn't hear
that I
a word
wasn't
he said.
recording in there,
So,
correct?
He wasn't recording. You understand, right?
So again,
This is a coward, guys. Come
Listen.
on. That's a coward right there.
Mr. Felix and Mr. Huffman.
The appeal
listen to me.
process is garbage.
Okay.
Right,
But
so
it's an easy way
So
for you
you're
to
going to
take
enforce
care of it.
policy and not the
Okay.
law. Is that right?
All right. Are you done with them?
Mr. Shuck, are you going to enforce policy and not the law?
You can leave now.
So you're not going to enforce the law?
You can leave now.
I don't know. Is that an answer to my
Here's
question?
Your copies. You can
I don't
leave.
want anything. What crime is on there?
okay, it's not a crime. It's a violation of their policy. Okay, and you disturbing the business. Okay.
Well, how do we do
You guys
that?
can take these if you want, or you can drop them out.
And
pick
how is
them
he
up.
saying we disturb the business before I take it?
Okay, so you were recording and you were disturbing people in there, right?
How?
So recording, right?
We're done with that. You want to appeal?
I wasn't
appeal.
recording.
Okay?
He wasn't
Told you
recording.
We're done. Give
So,
it to him, and then we leave.
again-
You're taking another false report?
Listen, again, you're
This is
being
a false
trespassed,
report.
So if you don't start moving,
Have a
you're
good
not-
day.
We're
You
going.
go.
Okay, you took another false report. Can we
Have a good
report
day.
it?
Scumbag.
Now can we report a crime?
You especially are a scumbag tyrant.
We'd like to report a crime now.
Go. You can go.
So we can't report a crime.
Fat,
During the appeal
overweight
process.
No, I want to report a crime to you right now.
Have a good day.
You're not going to let us?
Have a good day.
All right, you're a piece of garbage, bro. You're a piece of garbage. Another coward. Another coward right here. Guys, if you learn from him, this is the kind of cop that gets good cops killed right there. Right there. He can't answer any questions. He won't follow the law. And he's enforcing policies. So if their policy said I was black, you would enforce that, I'm assuming. Right, Mr. Shuck? You should shuck off and shuck the fuck up, bitch. And now they're laughing at their own criminality. Keep laughing, Piglet. You'll be named on the lawsuit.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
You stupid fuck. Torturous interference.
Crazy, right?
Did he say torturous interference?
Same thing that he did last time.
Torturous interference.
Yes.
Who did we torture?
He is psycho, man.
Who did we torture? Who did we torture?
I didn't torture anyone, and I tried not to speak to anyone.
So now you got another trespass?
Yes, and I wasn't even recording.
And you were not recording? And we were bothering the customers because the customers started bothering us? Is that what they're going with? Now what? Now I gotta get appealed?
Yeah. He said signature warned party refused.
I didn't refuse.
Me either. This is wild.
What was his name? Shuck?
I think Shuck, yeah. Shuck the dumb fuck. He's
So-
a piece of shit.
I can
He
tell.
almost went hands-on when we were there for a minute.
Really doing what?
When he first came out and I was recording over there, and he's like, "Get up, get up, get back over there." This is crazy, man.
All right, so
But
now
still, oh, it's in the back window.
that's who?
That's Tim,
That's Tim?
isn't it?
I don't think so. What's this guy doing now?
Oh, I thought you was that guy. I'm sorry. I thought. Hey, I apologize. You look just like him, man. Hey, I apologize sincerely.
Sorry,
bro.
brother.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, brother. Look us up, bro.
on YouTube or something?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
John Felix. John
Cammed Up
Felix.
Caveman and John Felix.
You'll do the audits?
Yes, sir.
I watch that shit all the
60 million views.
time. Y'all better be good.
I'm one of the
Yeah.
godfathers of the movement.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Cammed Up Caveman and John Felix.
Y'all be good, man.
Take it easy.
I just swore that was him, man. I felt so bad.
That's all right. So